Gotcha.
I'm putting this on YouTube, so I got to have him straight for that one. Hey, we're connected so much to this place. One of your great football players, P.J. Jones, was recruited by Alabama. At the same time, our youngest son was being recruited by Alabama. And one of the coaches from Alabama came to the school, and I lost my mind. I don't know what it is about sports and coaches. I'm serious, my wife would tell you, I was at home and they said a coach from Alabama, first it was Coach Hill called my house. And Johnny Hill, I got a cell phone. The head football coach never calls me. And it was like 8 or 9 in the morning. My phone rings, that's Coach Johnny Hill. And of course I'm thinking my boy's done something. It's 8 o'clock, he just got to school. What did he do at 8 o'clock? I mean, what could the boy do at 8? He just got off the bus. I went negative, parents, I'm sorry. But the head football coach called me at 8. And Coach Johnny Hill, Mr. Johnson, yes sir, your boy's got something to say here. Dad, there's a coach from Alabama here. He wants to talk to me. Can you come up here to school? Now parents, have you ever lost your mind? I couldn't find my shoes. Okay, where are my shoes? Oh God, everything. I get up there and it's Bo Davis from Alabama. He said, we're recruiting 2 boys in North Mississippi. We got P.J. Jones from Tupelo, and we got your boy, Mr. Johnson. And we believe they're the best 2 linemen, P.J. on defense and your son on offense, in North Mississippi. And so it was great. He went on to play in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game with P.J., and we're just pulling for that young man. Let me tell you, you guys have so much in common with leaders. Let me tell you something. When I looked at your record, I said, wait a minute, a 15-man roster, 6 seniors, 2 juniors, 6 sophomores, 1 freshman. And also you added 5 JV players. And then I said, wait a minute, the tallest player on the team is only 6'5". The shortest 2 players, 5'9". Your record, 26-9. Playoff victories, 65-39. Over South Panola. Yeah, I'm glad you got him. Yeah, get him in something, baby. Yeah, I wish I'd have been there. 49-40, 49-41 over Columbus. 72-56 over Biloxi. Jim Hill edged you out with a 3-point shot by a superstar player in overtime. That can happen to anybody. But I tell you what, the 1968 team, if they were here tonight, they'd be proud. And as I read through the notes and looked at the newspaper articles, and I kept hearing Coach Pate say, stay focused. Stay focused. See, I'm here tonight to tell you, stay focused. See, so far, everything that I've read and told you, you can look in a newspaper, you can get it on the internet. But there's something about having a message to Garcia type of leader in you that has to come from deep down inside. Man, I'll tell you what, I met Coach Pate 10 years ago. As a matter of fact, when we moved to Mississippi, I was retiring from the Army, did 20 years in the military. Went in at 17, retired when I was 37. And Ole Miss started recruiting one of my boys. As a matter of fact, the first guy that recruited him was Coach Bozeman. And all of a sudden they said, well, Ole Miss is recruiting your son. I said, Ole Miss? I knew about Mississippi State. I didn't know anything about Ole Miss. I knew about Jackie Sherrill. I didn't know nobody at Ole Miss. Matter of fact, we came on a visit. I asked one of the coaches, Coach Bozeman, I said, hey, you think I can meet Jackie Sherrill? They said, don't say that. He's at the other team. I said, I don't know. I'm not from Mississippi. I didn't know. Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Southern Miss. I mean, I know now. My son Justin was a guard on the team, and Justin said, now, Daddy, when you get to the talk tonight, make sure you tell them that Coach Pate was the academic dean of the team. I said, well, what do you mean, son, academic dean? Coach Pate made sure we went to school. He would hide in the bushes. He said, all of a sudden you thought you were getting out of class, you get a call from Coach Barnes or one of the trainers said, be at the stadium at 5 a.m. running bleachers. What do you mean? You skip chemistry. Coach Pate. So my son said, thank you, because he has a bachelor's degree because of you, Coach. Appreciate it. Now, if you know anything about Justin Johnson, he didn't come to Ole Miss for a degree. He came to play basketball. I can tell you that much. See, your talent will get you to the top, but your character will keep you on top. Let me tell you something. Everybody has to understand that your character is what takes you to the next level, not talent. Being persistent and having great character. See, persistence, nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. I like how that word rolls off. Omnipotent. The slogan, press on, has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race. That's from John Calvin Coolidge Jr., our 30th president. Give President Coolidge, give him a hand, give him a hand. I'm still using that stuff, man. I tell you, I love it. Persistence. But see, tonight I have one question, and I only have a few more minutes, but I want to ask you a question. Can you get a message to Garcia? This is good, y'all. I'm excited about it. Can you get a message to Garcia? You say, well, who is Garcia, Coach Johnson? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to tell you. Garcia was a guy on the island of Cuba, actually General Garcia. He was leading an insurgency. True story. During the Spanish-American War, we needed to get a message to Garcia, so President McKinley called out and said, I need one man that can get a message to Garcia. All of a sudden, they said, well, who can do it? Someone said Major Rowan, R-O-W-A-N, Major Rowan. Major Rowan comes up, yes, sir. At ease, Major. Yes, sir. Major, we got a mission. You need to go to the island of Cuba and get this package to General Garcia. Yes, sir. Major, about face. Major Rowan put that thing in a pouch, put it next to his heart. Got on a big boat. He got on a smaller boat. He got on a very little boat. Major Rowan backstroke, side stroke to the shore. Got there, pull his compass out, traversed the island of Cuba, 3 weeks, came out on the other side, mission complete, message to Garcia. Major Rowan didn't ask, how do you spell Cuba? Is that a C or a Q? Garcia. Is that French or Spanish? Am I getting paid overtime? Is this time and a half? What about if my back starts hurting? Now, wait a minute now, how am I going to eat? Wouldn't it be great to find young people that could get a message to Garcia? And I know I'm talking to those folks because you did this season. There's no way you could make it all the way to play for a state championship unless because this was a team that had talent, it had grit, and it had determination, and it stayed focused. When I looked at the roster, Coach, I'm telling you, I looked at your roster, and I was thinking, okay, I'm going to see 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". I did. I saw the tallest player, 6'5". How did they play so hard and win so many games and defy the odds? You did it because you knew how to get a message to Garcia. Let me tell you, you're just starting your career. And I'm closing because I want you to catch something. Don't let this be the end. My son played on a lot of great teams. Justin, who played for Coach Payton at Ole Miss, played on a high school team, and it's so similar because they went all the way to state and ended up losing at the last minute in the state championship in North Carolina. But we had a superstar team. Our roster was unbelievable. We had 6'9", 6'8", 6'6", 6'7", 2 or 3 6'6" guys on the bench. We had guys recruited by Clemson. One guy played here, one guy played there. My son came to Ole Miss. We had a superstar roster But the reason we lost was because of ego. Edging God out. Guys too good. Superstar athletes. I seen them. I live right in town. What gets me upset more is a guy that didn't realize that his talents and gifts, God has made a way for him to do something special. And now he throws it away at the last minute because he doesn't understand how to get a message to Garcia. I want to leave you with this last story. And when you get a chance, look at my uniform in the back. I'm the U.S. Army Green Beret. Now let me tell you what Green Berets are. They're the best of the best in the world. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling the truth. And when I give this talk, people say, what about Navy SEALs? I always get that. What about Navy SEALs? And I said, if a Navy SEAL owned the company, he could talk about Navy SEALs. Hello, I'm a Green Beret, U.S. Army. So I'm going to talk about Green Berets. Is that okay? Thank you. See, some people are thinking that. I got you. But I became a U.S. Army Green Beret because I wanted to be the best of the best in the world. And I'm a country boy from East Texas. Grew up on a small country road. Population 112 is my population of my town. I grew up on a dirt road. I remember getting running water in an indoor bathroom for the first time. When my granddaddy put that indoor bathroom in, we were the first in the community to have an indoor bathroom. It was unbelievable. People came around just to flush. You didn't feel this. Boy, y'all, high cotton, boy. This is good. Let me go in there and run that water at the faucet, boy. You see what I'm saying? But I'm passionate about teaching people to be great because I know what it's like to dream. I know what it's like to say, what if I could do it? But there's many people going to try to tell you can't, but you can. Oh my God. I wanted to be a Ranger. I joined the Army. They told me the toughest guys in the military were the Rangers. But I couldn't swim. I said, what do you mean you want to be a Ranger? I mean, what does it take? They said, well, Terry, you got to be able to swim. I said, like, swimming trunks? They said, no. Boots, what's called LCE and a weapon. I said, what? How you going to paddle? They said, side stroke. You see, but I was afraid of the water. And every time I got around the water, my mama said, boy, get out of that water. You going to drown. Boy, get out of that water. You going to drown. I didn't have a fear of the water, but I took on my mama's fear. Watch this. Never let someone else's fear become yours. Oh, that was good. Never let someone else's fear become your fear. So when I joined the Army, I found someone that taught me, started teaching me how to swim. And the crazy thing is, though, when I went to one of my buddies, I said, man, I want to be a Ranger. He happened to be a white guy. He said, Terry, you didn't get the memo, black guys don't swim. I said, oh, God, no. I went to one of my other buddies. He was a black guy. I said, man, I want to be a Ranger. He said, man, we don't swim, man. We don't swim. When your dream is big enough, the how-tos don't matter. I finally make it to Ranger School. I'm standing on the edge of the pool, and I was prepared. But I could feel the haters saying, oh, no, he's not going to make it. What normally flunks African Americans out of Ranger School? Everyone say swim test. Say swim test. Swim test. There you go. That's the only participation I have you do tonight. I'm standing on the edge of the pool. It says, enter the pool. Smash it. I come up, side stroke, start swimming. You know, you got your weapon in your hand. All of a sudden, when I got close and knew I was going to make it, I took a big gulp of water in and just kind of spit it out over that shoulder. I didn't need to do it. I just thought it looked cool. It looked cool. All of a sudden, when I got close to the instructor, I held the weapon up high, and I said, Ranger! Yes! Finishing up 30 seconds. Never let somebody tell you what you can't become. Right. If you look at this small town country boy from Maryland, Texas, and you say, you were the Ranger, you were the Green Beret, you travel around the world, you learn to speak Spanish. Habla español, también segundo idioma. As I speak Spanish, it's my second language. Ich spreche nur ein bisschen Deutsch, aber ich spreche nicht Berliner Deutsch. I speak a little German, but I speak the Berlin slang of German. Don't tell me the value of having passion about your life. You see, if you want a thing better, you have to go out and fight for it. Work day and night for it. Give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all that you hope and dream is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, if you gladly sweat for it, fret for it, and plan for it, and lose all the terror of the opposition for it, if you simply go after the thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength, and sagacity, faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold, poverty, famine, nor drought, nor sickness or pain of body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want, if dogged and grim you besiege and beset it, with the help of God, I know you'll get it. God bless y'all.